welcome to Anime Review. Today I'm going to be talking about Komi Can't Communicate. So this anime I've seen pop up here and there a lot, and that got me curious, and I saw it was on Netflix, so I just started watching. And this is such a cute, wholesome anime. So the anime is about Komi, our main character. She has social anxiety, but she wants to learn how to communicate / make friends and stuff. I've seen one other anime about social anxiety. I think it was called It's Your Fault I'm Not Popular or something. I remember making a video on it. I don't remember if I still have it. But anyway, in that video, I remember making a comment saying that I wish the main character, whatever her name was, kind of slowly learned how to overcome her social anxiety, because in that anime, the whole 12 episodes is, look, she has social anxiety and acts weird, now laugh. There was no character development, there was no continuity, it was just, she acts weird, now laugh. And I was very worried that Komi would end up being just like that the same way, but it wasn't. It's not. Komi is different. Komi is different. There is character development, there is continuity. Komi has I just bit my tongue. Komi has a goal, and we watch as she slowly makes progress on reaching her goal to make 100 friends. Starting with a boy named Tatano, not to get confused with Tanjiro, that's a different anime. Something I do like is I do like how the anime changes the points of view. Not only do we see what's going on in Komi's head, but we also get to see what everybody else is thinking too. And we see this right away in episode 1, where we meet Tadano and Komi. Tadano says something to Komi. Take these off. Tadano says something to Komi, and it shows her looking over at Tadano, and her eyes are all big and she's shaking. And this is obviously what's going on in her head, what she thinks she looks like. And then we cut to Tadano's point of view, what's actually happening. And she's not shaking with big eyes. No, she's glaring down at him. Not meaning to, not purposefully. Komi doesn't know she's accidentally glaring at him, which, as somebody with social anxiety, I do that a lot. Where I'll accidentally be looking super mean. I'll be doing something and I will just look super mean, and then I wonder why no one wants to sit with me. So I'm very glad they kind of added that. This anime's depiction of social anxiety is very realistic. We see this changing viewpoint thing again later in this episode with the eraser. Tadano picks up an eraser that Komi dropped without her knowing. Without her realizing she dropped it. Picks it up, he puts it back on her desk. That's it. Komi looks over again. We see her eyes are all big. She's really nervous, unaware that it's hers and she dropped it. And then we cut to what's going on in Tadano's head, and she's glaring over at him again, accidentally. Eventually they do become friends. I do like the fact that Komi writes what she wants to say, because when you have social anxiety, sometimes you get so nervous that you can't even physically speak. Like, it's hard to just physically speak and say what you want. It's hard to physically speak, I love how social anxiety is portrayed. Everything that I struggle with or used to struggle with seems to all be here and accounted for. From struggling to speak to staying up late regretting things you said or didn't say, checking to see if you have everything 20 times before leaving the house, thinking all your friends are only your friends because they feel bad for you, getting scared easily, not knowing the proper way to react to things, planning out conversations, pretending to have conversations, overthinking, getting nervous in large crowds. Yeah, way back when I was in school, if there was a group of kids gathering around talking, my brain would always tell me, they're talking about you. They're making fun of you. And we see all of that. Like, everything I struggled with or used to struggle with, it's all here, it's all accounted for, and we see it all. So yeah, this is a very accurate anime on social anxiety. And something else that I like is everyone who knows that Komi has social anxiety tries to help in their own little special ways. Tadano, her first friend, wants to take it nice and slow and is very worried that she will overwhelm herself. Meanwhile, Osana likes to push Komi out of her comfort zone. For example, in episode 2, they made Komi go out and get them a drink. Usana wanted some kind of Starbucks type drink with a very long name, and she sent Komi out by herself to go get it, which on surface level makes Usana look very rude, but that's actually their way of helping, pushing Komi out of her comfort zone with small things like going to the coffee shop by yourself and ordering something, talking to a stranger, ordering something. And we do see Komi slowly but surely conquer her social anxiety, going from physically being unable to talk to saying one or two words to speaking full-on sentences, at least to Tadano. So if you want to learn about social anxiety, or if you're like me and have it and want someone to relate to, I recommend Komi Can't Communicate. Seeing this anime actually reminded me of how far I came with my own social anxiety, going from being just like Komi, unable to physically speak, and having to force myself to talk, only for when I do, it comes out very quiet. It came out very quiet, and people would assume either I'm deaf or I'm mute because they couldn't hear me. Going from that to now being able to make videos about my special interests and other things, it's crazy. Anyway, I highly recommend Komi Can't Communicate. It's very cute. As of right now, I think there's only 2 seasons, so I am hoping for more. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.